Hi everybody, my name's Doug Wilson, and this is Yellowhawk Custom KYDEX. The SERE1 survival system, right? So, y'all know that I spend a lot of time in the woods, in the field. And I did a stint in special operations in the Army, and I really love good, sound, functional gear, right? So I started building these sheath systems because of what I would want in the field, right? In different situations, everybody's different. I realize that. So if you guys stay tuned, we're going to get right to this one here, and I'm going to show it to you, explain a few things and whatnot. Don't go away. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is this: everybody is different when it comes to what they want in the field on their sheath system, okay? And this particular sheath system reflects the guy that it's going to, right? The client that it's going to picked everything that's on this sheath and how it's on the sheath, okay? So I'm just going to show it to you. I'm going to take the sling off for now, and I'll show you that a little bit down the road. It's easier to show everything when the sling's off, okay? So let me show you the sling first, okay? So this is what makes it a SERE1 survival system. This pouch right here, okay? That's what I say this rig is. It's because of this. If it's got a pouch on it, it's a SERE1 survival system, and you pick everything that you want on it, right? This particular pouch he did not want on the sheath. He wants it on the sling, okay? So I'm not a good sewer, okay? I could probably fudge through it. There's a lot of women out there who are better sewers than I am, and I think he's going to get his wife to put 2 pieces of webbing on it, and he's going to wear it on the sling, okay? Kind of the way it is here, right? He's going to wear it on the sling, all right? So, this is a Beachin tactical sling, okay? These are my go-to baldric carry slings from Jacob Peterson at the Prepper's Bunker, okay? He hand makes these. He's a combat vet, great guy. I have a lot of respect for him. And these are phenomenal. It's even got like 30 feet of paracord on it that you can extract from the sling, and the sling stays intact, right? So you can take this off. It's not needed on the sling for function, okay? All right, so I go with those slings. I purchased them from Jacob, and I use them in my sheath system because baldric carry is a great way to carry a big rig, okay? And because of the knife, the Topps SXB, I think they call it the Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher, I think. Anyway, that's cute. Anyway, this is one beast of a blade. Beast. It's got that tracker style design to it. This thing is like jack of all trades, master at none. That's what they say. I don't particularly like the the concept, right? I don't, and the look is cool. The look of it is really badass. It's badass. And you know, let's face it. Topps and some of those other companies out there, they like that eye appeal, right? That eye candy. And that's what draws you in. And then their blades are pretty nice, right? Okay, so this one is designed by E.J. Snyder. He was on Naked and Afraid, okay? Anyway, so big blade, big 7-inch honking, 7.5-inch, something like that. Chopper, do everything. Belly, I like the belly, I really do. Okay, it's in there secure, it's not going anywhere. Okay, I give it a little bit more retention than I normally would because it's a big blade. Okay, and then he wanted a face mount piggyback with an SE4. Okay, so this is an SE4. Okay, I recommended that he get this knife for this system. He didn't want to spend a boatload of money, right? And I get it. So the SE4 is a great companion knife for the SXB. Okay. He could have went with something that Tops makes, but I like this configuration of blade, the modified clip point, drop point, clip point, drop point. Anyway, he's got a rope cutter here, right? Nice knife, okay? Piggyback, okay? Now, I could have made this a quick clip, right? Quick on and off. This piggyback. However, I try to steer guys away from that because if you can pull it off the sheath, it can be lost. Okay? It's just my opinion. Okay? This retention is a lot different than putting this heavy thing on a quick clip. Okay? You could lose it. So I recommend that piggybacks be hardwired into the sheath, okay, with hardware, okay. I use rubber bushings, risers, right, so that you can actually get your fingers in there. It just lifts it up off the face of the sheath just a little, so you can get your fingers in there and draw the blade, okay. Face mount, ferro rod, Sunto compass. These are on here, very secure. And now watch this. Watch what happens. Okay, you want to use the compass, take the ferro rod out. The compass comes with it, right? Put the ferro rod in your hand and use the compass. Okay, and then put it back when you're finished. It's got a rotating bezel. These are nice, precision-made, small compasses. Okay, and then when you're done, just slip it back on there. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't rattle. Okay. Side mount, standalone, fine diamond rod sharpener. Okay, these are the best fine diamond rods that I could possibly put on a sheath system of my design. Okay, they're really nice. They do wear down a little bit, but that's no big deal when you're dealing with diamonds. They usually start off a little rough anyway. So as you sharpen knives on it, it kind of grinds it down a little bit, and actually you get a better edge, down the line there. Okay, but gives you a nice, decent edge, and then all you have to do is strop it. Just remember this, okay? When it comes to sharpening in the field, diamonds cut steel. Period. Doesn't matter what the steel is. May take a little longer if it's a harder steel or a super steel, but it will sharpen your blade. Diamonds will sharpen your blade. But you go for something fine or extra fine, okay? You don't want a coarse or a medium grit diamond stone. You'll chew your edge up and it won't. Just trust me. All right, just trust me. Okay, so there's that, all right? Easy to take off, right? Easy to take off, easy to put back on, no problem. Okay, now the back, we have a combat lock belt clip, okay? In the vertical position here, right? Now, if he wants to, now, anyway, I'm not going to get into that, okay? If he wants to, he can take this clip off and put a Molly lock clip right here, right in the center, okay? And in my opinion, in my experience, you only need one Molly lock clip on a sheath, even a big one like this. Just make it a fairly large, stout Molly clip, that's all. Blade Tech makes them. A couple other companies. I like Blade Tech. They're really... And Dots. Dots makes them too. But if you want super strong, go with Blade Tech. And then he's got a voodoo plate system here, right? And this, if he was going to wear this as a dangler, there would be a leather loop on this, okay? But there's not. This is what he clips the sling into. Now, big knife, I put a steel D-ring on there. It's pretty sure these are stainless. I've never had one rust. So, there it is, okay? On the front, we got a shackle. Okay, I don't put D-rings on the front. They're too big and bulky, right? Too much to it. If I can slim something down but still keep the same strength or more, I'm going to do it, okay? These things are heavy enough, right? And this is as small a sheath as you're going to get for this knife. Generally, when you see a sheath for this knife, it's super wide and weighs a ton, okay? But, here you go. Okay, there it is. And then he wanted a Phoenix E12 version 2, V2, okay, which is down here. Okay, I put it on the back because that's the only place I could put it on this particular rig. Okay. Oh, the pouch. Okay, let's go with the KYDEX. Black basket weave, and I believe this is called Hexcam Spectre. Spectre something. It's orange and black and tan. It's cool. It's a cool pattern, right? All right, so let me open this. Take this tin out, okay? I put a small bic in there for him. He wanted a bic, okay? And then in here, some extra hardware. It doesn't have to stay with the rig. It doesn't have to stay in this tin, okay? But I give it to him just in case he loses anything. You know, if he wants to take the piggyback off, right, and put a belt clip on it, he can do that. And he's got extra hardware in case something inadvertently goes awry in the field, right? Murphy's Law, okay? Okay, so this is how it goes, right? This is how it's worn in the field. You can swing it around to the back if you want, like that. There's different configurations you can wear this thing in with this sling, okay? You can also take this clip here, bring it up to the front, and wear it in a vertical position as well, okay? So this is basically how it's worn. This is how I like to wear it. And like I said, when you're not using it, you can swing it around to the back, okay, like that. All right, so that's how it's worn. So there it is. Topps SXB SERE1 survival system. Came together real nice. I am happy with how it turned out. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be sending it out of here. Okay? All right, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching. And thank you for supporting veteran-owned Yellow Hawk Custom KYDEX. Have a good day.